guys. Today is Tuesday, November 8th. I just got back into Georgia last night, about 10 or 11 o'clock, from my trip to Kentucky. Got a really nice 11-pointer on the ground up there. I'm very thankful for that. We had a safe trip, had a fun trip. I was planning to go to one of my other pieces this morning and hunt and check cameras. And when I woke up this morning, I had some pictures on my cell cam and I checked it, and right here in this food plot, Pretty Boy showed up with a doe. So Pretty Boy's the big huge 10 that I've had like 4 or 5 pictures of since from May to September. I have like 5 pictures of him. And so I've been waiting on him to show up. And then like I said, this morning he showed up in this food plot right here. He was with a doe. And the doe walked into the food plot and she was like squatted down in the butt, so in the rear end when she walked in. So she's definitely in heat, or right on the verge. So I just snuck in here, and hopefully they'll be back through to feed. I can only hunt today, and then I have to work tomorrow, Wednesday and Thursday, and I'm off Friday. So I'm gonna get to hunt a little bit, but not much. Alright guys, it's 8:30 now. I just got a picture on my camera, and the big 10 is by itself in the front food plot up there. I thought about going there this morning, but I had taken my stand down. I take it to Kentucky. So I just decided to come here. But he appears to not be with that doe, so that's been 2 or 3 minutes ago. So pretty much what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start rattling and grunting a little bit and just see if I can call him in here. It's been about an hour and a half, an hour, 10, 15 minutes since he walked through the front plot up there. I can't tell exactly where he went. He could have went straight across the food plot, went down in that hole, and he's on the property. He's on the other neighbor's property over there in their bedding area. Or he could have took a left. If he took a left, then he walked on the other side of me over here, about 300 yards. And he should have walked right by another cell cam if he went that way, and went down in this bottom behind me here, which ends up being about 150 yards behind me. So I've been grunting and doing a little bit of rattling, trying to get his attention, or, you know, maybe pull him in. But so far I haven't seen anything. Good morning, guys. Today is Friday, November 12th. We're in here for a morning sip. Just broke daylight about 25, 30 minutes ago. I'm hunting out a brand new set that I hung a few days ago. It's been a really good spot in the past, about 50, 80 yards up that way. I've killed one good deer, and I've seen a couple other good deer hunting blades and stuff right there. There's a really good scrape line in here. The side, the edge of this ridge, following all the way up there, has always been a really good spot for them to rub and scrape. This year I put a camera more out here on the end of it, and I've been getting a lot of bucks out here on the end, and not so many back up here, all the way on this end of it, I guess. So I moved to stand down here to get closer to them. I've seen Pretty Boy. The Big 7, the big jacked up deer, several other deer that are borderline shooters in daylight right here on the edge of this ridge in the last 3 or 4 days. So it's a really good spot right here. I'm out here on the fringe of it a little bit. There's a big ditch that runs behind me that kind of blocks the deer off from just crossing up through there. And they mainly come up on the tip of this ridge and then they walk it out. So I'm not really gonna have an issue with deer walking behind me, but they could walk too far out in front of me. Last night, 30 minutes after dark, at one of my food plots over there was a group of does there, and Pretty Boy came through and pushed them off. But it still could happen today. Today was a big drop, and also it rained last night, so everything's wet. They're gonna want to come through and check their scrapes. So I'm kind of in the middle of a big set of scrapes here, and I'm just gonna sit tight, be quiet. Hopefully Pretty Boy comes through, but if one of those other pretty nice deer, that big 7 or one of those nice 8-pointers comes through, I might have to let them eat too, so.
Meek.
Well, that sucks. I just looked up and saw a deer at like 40 yards, and it's really thick over there, and he's just, you know, milling around, and he's like working his way down to me or whatever. I thought he was just gonna go across and probably bed down or something, and I'd never get a shot, and like, that would have been bad, but you know, it is what it is. Nah, man, he just works his way right down. I mean, there's not one single trail. There's not one single trail that crosses this ditch anywhere right here, except for 15 yards back here. There's one trail that goes down and up that ditch. And I mean, he knows this ditch is here. That's the reason I put the stand here. I was like, I put the stand here, and I won't get him walking up behind me. They'll all be flowing right here in front of me. We'll be golden. He should have come down through there, came across, and I should have shot him at 15 yards right here. That's what should have happened.